I was in Tokyo 3 years ago for a buying trip. A colleague had arranged a private dinner. 8 of us, a 𝐔𝐍𝐃𝐄𝐍𝐈𝐀𝐁𝐋𝐄𝐒 restaurant in Minami Aoyama, the kind of place that does not have a sign on the door. And there was a woman at that table. She was the wife of a third-generation textile manufacturing heir. She wore no visible logos, no statement jewelry, nothing that announced itself. And yet from the moment she walked in, every person in that room reoriented toward her. Quietly, instinctively, the way a room does when it has decided someone matters. I watched her for the entire evening. And afterward, on the walk back to the hotel, I turned to my colleague and said, "What was it? What exactly was it?" And she said something I have been thinking about ever since. She wasn't wearing accessories. She was wearing decisions, and every single one of them was correct. I have spent years in rooms like that one. I have watched women from Tokyo, from Singapore, from Hong Kong, from Seoul, women whose families have had money for generations, move through the world in a way that is entirely distinct from anything I observed in the West. It is quieter, it is more precise, and it is completely learnable. My name is Isabelle Vargas. I spent 15 years as a buyer and consultant inside American luxury, moving between boardrooms in New York and dining rooms in Paris, watching the wealthiest women in the world operate up close. I noticed patterns, habits, invisible signals, things no one was talking about publicly. I built Madre to change that. Every week, I bring you exactly what I observed. The unwritten rules, the quiet signals, the habits that separate women who command rooms from women who are simply in them. Let's get into today's. Here is what most women believe about accessories. More is more. Or if they have done some reading, less is more. Both are wrong framings. The women I watched in Tokyo, Singapore, and Hong Kong were not operating on a quantity principle. They were operating on a language principle. Every piece they wore was saying something specific. Nothing was decorative. Nothing was filler. Nothing was there because it happened to be in the case at the jeweler. Every single item was chosen because it communicated something precise about who they were, and more importantly, who they did not need to prove themselves to be. That is the framework. And today, I'm giving you 8 accessories that carry it. 1, the single strand of cultured freshwater pearls. I want to start here because this is the accessory I have watched misunderstood more than any other. Most women think pearls are traditional, conservative, safe. The women I am thinking of, a family office executive based in Singapore, a curator at a private gallery in Kyoto, do not wear pearls because they are safe. They wear them because pearls are the only jewelry in the world that improves with contact with human skin. The oils from your skin deepen the luster over time. A pearl that has been worn consistently for 10 years looks fundamentally different from a pearl worn twice. And the women who know this, who have been given their pearls or who bought them young and wore them relentlessly, carry something on their neck that is literally marked by their own history. A study from the Gemological Institute of America on perceived jewelry value found that cultured freshwater pearls ranked highest among non-diamond pieces for perceived status and taste among professional evaluators. Not because they are expensive, because they are intentional. The signal. This woman does not need to be loud about what she has. For this one, I am specific. Look for a strand between 16 and 18 inches, 7 to 8 millimeter pearls, with a hand-knotted silk cord between each pearl. That detail, the knotted silk, is the one that separates the piece that signals taste from the one that signals nothing at all. I want to mention something here because I have seen it happen among women over and over again. Most of you will finish this video, feel something, and then do nothing. You will come back to this channel next week and feel that something again, and the week after that, same thing. Now, if that describes you in any way, I've got help for you. I have put together a 30-day private curriculum called the Undeniables Blueprint. It is a daily practice guide for the transformation that changes everything for the woman who is done settling for an ordinary life when everything inside her knows she was built for something quietly exceptional and is ready to do the quiet, specific, internal work that raises her permanently into the woman she has always known she could be. 70 pages, 4 phases, built around exactly this kind of work. It is linked in the description. $47, or scan the QR code on your screen to access it. I personally created it for you, the undeniable, because I want to go through that journey with you for the next 30 days, one day at a time. You can start today. You should start today now. Back to the video. 2. The structured top handle bag in a neutral grain leather. The women I observed across East Asia's old money circles carry bags that share one characteristic without exception: structure. Not softness, not slouch, not the kind of bag that takes the shape of whatever is inside it. A bag that holds its own form, standing upright on a surface without support, signals something that a soft bag never can. This woman does not adapt to her circumstances. Her circumstances adapt to her. A luxury retail consultant I worked alongside in Hong Kong, a woman who spent 20 years sourcing for private clients across Asia, told me, in Tokyo and Seoul, a structured bag is not a fashion choice. It is a character statement. A woman who carries a bag that collapses is a woman the room is not sure about yet. The specific details that matter: grain leather, not smooth, not patent, not exotic skin. Grain leather ages beautifully and signals that you chose something made to last. A top handle, not just a shoulder strap. The ability to carry it by hand, at elbow height, changes your entire silhouette and posture. Neutral, camel, cognac, warm taupe, or black. Never trend-driven. The bag should be indistinguishable from one bought 5 years ago or one bought last month. That timelessness is the signal. 3. The Cartier-style thin gold bangle. Worn alone, I want to be precise here, because this is one of those accessories that is destroyed entirely by the wrong execution. The thin gold bangle. Not stacked, not layered with 3 other bangles and a cuff. Alone. I have watched women in Taipei and Hong Kong wear a single thin 18-karat gold bangle, nothing else on that wrist, and command a room with it. Because restraint is a signal. A woman who puts on 1 bangle when she could have worn 5 is telling you something about her relationship with excess. She has enough. She does not need to pile on proof. A study from Yale on accessory perception and status found that single-item accessory choices were consistently rated as higher status than multiple-item choices in the same category, particularly on the wrist. The researchers noted that observers read layering as aspiration and simplicity as arrival. If you do not yet own one, 18-karat gold, 2 to 3 millimeter width, hammered or smooth finish. Both are correct. Both signal the same thing. One is enough. 4. The silk scarf, worn as a bag accessory, not on the neck. This is the detail I almost never see discussed outside of Asia's old money circles. And I have to be specific. I am not talking about a scarf worn around the neck. I am talking about a silk scarf, a small one, 35 to 45 centimeters, tied around the handle of a structured bag, a knot at the base of the handle, ends left to trail slightly. I first saw this done by a woman at a private event in Shanghai. She worked in private banking, had been doing it for 15 years. The scarf was her mess, but I have since seen it done with scarves that cost a fraction of that. Because the signal is not the brand. The signal is the decision. It says, I curate my accessories with the same attention I give everything else in my life. Even the details no one is supposed to notice. A fashion editor I know in New York, she covers luxury for a publication that works with the top houses, told me, the bag scarf is the most underrated accessory signal in the world right now. The women who know it, know it. Everyone else is still catching up. For this one, pure silk, a pattern with at least 2 of your wardrobe's neutral tones in it, and a simple overhand knot, not a bow. The bow is decoration. The knot is intention. 5. The fine gold chain necklace at exactly the right length. I have a rule I have developed over years of watching women in these rooms. The length of a necklace tells you whether the woman wearing it understands proportion. And proportion is the entire language of quiet luxury. The women I observed consistently wear fine gold chains, 14 or 18 karat, at one of 2 lengths, 16 inches, sitting just at the collarbone, or 20 inches, falling to the sternum. Never in between. The in-between length, 17, 18 inches, sits awkwardly. It draws the eye to the wrong place. It interrupts the line of the body rather than extending it. A personal stylist who works exclusively with C-suite executives in Singapore and Tokyo, a woman whose client list is entirely confidential, told me, I have never once worked with a woman from old money Asia who wore a necklace at the wrong length. It is one of the first things their mothers taught them. The length is not decorative, it is architectural. This one requires no budget. It requires only attention. Measure. Adjust. Then do not move it. 6. The tortoiseshell or acetate hair clip, never plastic. I'm going to warn you, this one will feel small, and it will feel small right up until the moment you are in a room with a woman who gets it exactly right, and you cannot stop looking at her. The hair clip is one of the most overlooked accessories in the quiet luxury vocabulary, and the distinction is brutally simple. Acetate or genuine tortoiseshell resin signals taste, permanence, intention. Plastic signals none of those things. The weight of an acetate clip in your hand is different. It sits differently in the hair. It does not slip. It does not catch the light cheaply. I observed this specifically among the women I met through my work in Japan, where the relationship between material quality and personal integrity is not a concept. It is a value system. A curator I met at a private gallery in Osaka wore her hair in a single low twist, held with one large rectangular acetate clip in deep tortoise. Nothing else in her hair, nothing competing with it. And it was one of the most elegant things I have seen a woman do with an accessory that costs under $50. For this one, look for pieces from Japanese or French acetate manufacturers. The weight and finish will tell you immediately whether you have the right one. 7. The cashmere or silk pocket square in a jacket or blazer. This is an accessory that translates directly from the old money Asian wardrobe and is almost never discussed in Western styling. A pocket square in a blazer pocket, folded once, flat fold, so only a centimeter of fabric is visible above the pocket edge. Not a show fold, not a puff, flat. I watched this in Seoul and in Hong Kong consistently among the women who had been dressing this way their entire lives. The pocket square in a woman's blazer signals something very specific. She dresses to the detail that no one is obligated to notice. That is an extraordinarily powerful statement. It says, my standard exists independent of whether you are watching. A textile buyer I worked with during my years in luxury, a woman who sourced exclusively for European houses, told me, the flat pocket square on a woman is the most underused elegant signal in fashion. It costs almost nothing, and it says everything. Pure silk or fine cashmere in ivory champagne or a soft blush, 1 centimeter above the pocket edge, flat, that is all. 8. The understated luxury watch, on the left wrist, worn loosely. I want to end here because this is the accessory I have watched carry the most weight in the most rooms, and I want to be precise about something that is almost never discussed. It is not the brand. It is the fit. The women I observed across Asia's elite circles, in Tokyo's financial district, at private functions in Singapore's Tanglin area, wore their watches loosely, not sliding off the wrist, but with enough room that the watch moved slightly when the hand moved. That specific fit, that ease, signals that the watch is not new, that it has been worn so consistently, the strap has been adjusted to the exact comfort of long familiarity. A new watch is worn tightly because the owner is still conscious of it. A watch worn with ease is worn by a woman who has had it long enough that it has become part of her. A study from Cornell's Consumer Behavior Research on perceived wealth in watch wearing found that fit and familiarity were rated by observers as more indicative of genuine wealth than brand recognition. The observers could not always identify the brand. They could always identify the ease. For this one, if your watch is relatively new, adjust the strap now to the looseness you want it to eventually settle at. Let your wrist teach it where it belongs. Here is what connects all 8 of these accessories. Not one of them is loud. Not one of them is trend dependent. Not one of them is asking anyone in the room for validation. Every single one of them signals the same underlying truth. This woman has made peace with what she has. She is not performing her taste for you. She is simply living inside it. That is what quiet luxury actually means. It is not a budget. It is not a brand list. It is a relationship with your own choices, so settled, so considered, so completely at ease with itself that the room registers it before you have said a single word. Once you understand that, you cannot unsee it. And once you cannot unsee it, you will start making different decisions. Not louder ones, better ones. Here is what I need you to do. Pick 2 accessories from this list, the 2 that are furthest from what you currently own or wear. Not the easiest two, the two that feel like the biggest stretch. Purchase or source them this week. Then wear them, one at a time, for the next 30 days. Come back here and comment, I started with number blank, and here is what I noticed. Because something will shift, not just in how the room reads you, in how you read yourself. If this video gave you something, I need you to be here next week. We are going into the 8 grooming habits that women from Asia's wealthiest families practice without exception, the specific rituals behind the kind of skin, hands, and overall presentation that signals generational self-respect before you speak a single word. You need that information, and I will see you there. Subscribe and turn on notifications. The women who show up to this channel consistently are the ones who actually change. I want that for you. Until next time, to every woman watching, you are not here by accident. You are an undeniable. Act like it. Isabelle.